Hi friends, hi YouTube. If you're new here, hi, my name is Nikki. I love fun, bright, colorful makeup. I would love to have you subscribe if you haven't already, but if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. It is what it is. I enjoy it. Our small bit of setting, whatever that really may end up being. You know, it is what it is. Today we are finally playing with the Unearthly Cosmetics Night Terror collection. We have a palette, we have a liquid highlight lip gloss to play with. It's a lot of fun. I ended up creating this super gorgeous look right here. I absolutely love it. This lip is from it. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. So if you want to see how I ended up creating this gorgeous look right here, then let's get into it. I have like two different really random drinks today. I have this chai latte from Scooters, and then whenever I end up finishing that, this raspberry bubbly sparkling water here, because I gotta stay hydrated. I also have my water over there because this cold is currently kicking my ass. It sucks. It is what it is. But today we are finally gonna play with the Unearthly Night Terror collection. I have to get this done because I just ordered their Gargoyle collection, and you know, I gotta start going through the things I have on my list that I want to play with. And now that summer camp is over, I've got the time. So let's dip our grimy, disgusting, makeup covered fingers into this bad boy. So it comes with a palette, lip gloss, and a liquid highlighter here. I'm super excited to play with this. I'm going to show you the palette. We'll maybe swatch a couple things. I know that everything's already kind of out, so you know, it is what it is. But it is a 9-pan palette here. This is the color Story. It is super gorgeous. You know, I'm a person that will buy anything Unearthly without even seeing the color story, without even seeing, you know, what it is. But yeah, this is gonna go to my collection of all their boxes because I love their shit. I love their boxes. They're so unique with their packaging, and I think that's a big reason why I absolutely love them, is that their packaging is just, you know, everything all around the product, packaging. I love it. So this right here is the lip gloss. It is in the shade Dread. We'll use them later, okay? We'll use them later. I'm trying to open them up, just kind of show you what we have before we, you know, get into it. And then this is the liquid highlight here. I'm super excited to play with these. We're gonna dig into it. Let's get our hands grimy. As always, all the products that I use and are mentioned in this video will be linked down below along with timestamps. None of the links are affiliates. Not that special. It is what it is. Yeah. But as always, I'm going to prime my eyes with the REM Beauty Sweetener Concealer in Fair 2N, and then set it with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Translucent Powder. Let's get into this shit. Okay, so I started filming a look. The boyfriend called me, which means I had to sit there and stare at myself for a little bit while I was on the phone call. And I realized I didn't like the way that the look was starting to look. So we're moving on. I figured out something better because I want to go sultry, vampy, dark, you know? So we're going to play with like nightmare and horror, and then we're going to add some of these shimmers in because I feel it. So we're going to start with nightmare right here. We're going to take it on my Unearthly UC87. This is from, I think they're not this year's Valentine's Day collection, possibly. Yeah, I think so. But anyways, we're gonna be taking that and then plopping it into the crease area here. Ooh, look at that. It's like a nice, like, blue periwinkle-esque type of color, but we're just popping this in here just so it isn't, you know, it's just giving it a little sun something that we're gonna mix with the gray up in here. Just taking it, blending it out a little bit. I'm really blending it, the color kind of away right now, but I'm going to add just a little bit more on top, just so then we, you know, we have a little something here. But once I get it blended out, then I'll just tap in the color so I get the color pigment payoff that I want. But now that I have this mess going on here, I'm gonna go in with that horror shade right there. Still taking it on this brush because, you know, this is the brush that we're going to start with. We're just going to plop it into the crease right below it here a little bit, and then I think I'm going to drag it down like right here, but I think I'm going to go in with a different brush for that. But just starting in the crease area here and blending it up into that nightmare shade. Again, going for some smokiness. Some, not grunge, but just like, just a little bit of something. Maybe more vamp is like the way to go. But just popping into the crease and blending it up and in. Still gonna go in with that horror shade though, and I'm gonna go in with my Refer 26 here. It looks like that. Just dipping it into the horror shade and just dipping it in here. Just a little bit more precise dipping and plotting on here and everything. And then going back in with that Unearthly brush and just blending it in here. I had to fix the lighting in the back because it was starting to bother me. But I'm gonna go in now with maybe a tiny bit of this shade right here called Frightening, I think. Maybe not. Actually, not. I think I'm going to go in with a little bit of that shade right there called Eerie. Taking it on that Unearthly brush that we've been using. And just plopping that right in here for right now. Just a little bit of color to go under these shimmers here. So just taking it over where we put a little bit of that gray. And just blending it outwards. And then just swishing the brush over everything to make sure that everything is blended in. I'm starting to look like a raccoon. It is what it is. I think I'm going to go in now with a little bit of this Haunted shade right here. I'm going to take that on my Refer 21 here. Just dipping it in there and then plopping it over where we just put that Eerie shade. So just taking it about halfway into the eye and just dipping it in and then plopping it on. I don't like to spray my brushes. I don't like to, you know, I say this a lot now, but I don't like to spray my brushes. I don't like to have to make my eyeshadow do what it should be doing. Not making, like, you know, I paid my hard-earned money on this, and a lot of these palettes are expensive. So they should be working the way that I paid for them, you know? But I'm just taking that and plopping that on for right now. I think that's really pretty. And then I'm going to go in with that Night Terror shade right there. Again, still same brush after I've cleaned it off a tad bit. And then plopping that into this middle space right here. Just going up about that much. Just leaving a little bit of the inner corner because we're going to use that White Moonlight shade for in here. But that is gorgeous, you guys. Can you see that? I don't know how well the lighting is like picking it up, but it's freaking stunning. It is stunning, y'all. But again, just plopping that down and then cleaning off the brush a little and blending those two shimmers here together a little bit. And then I think I'm going to go in with that Moonlight shade now. I'll probably go in with a tad bit more later after I've done the rest of my face, but I kind of just want to get a feel for everything. So I'm going to go, like I said, in with that shade. Still going to go in with this brush after I've cleaned it off a little bit. We'll probably go in with more later, but you know, it is what it is. I'm going to take that into the inner corner here. And just plop it in. Ooh, this is just gorgeous. This is so freaking pretty. I love this. I'm so excited for the gargoyle. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna tickle some things for me. But yeah, just taking a lot and plopping it into the inner corner because I love to shine. Here is a little close-up look at it for right now before we put lashes, the rest of the face on, all that. So I'm gonna go do the rest of my face. We'll come back for like all the kinds of details. We'll play with this liquid highlight and this lip gloss, you know, probably go use some of my other Unearthly lipsticks to go under the lip gloss. But yeah, I will be right back. Hopefully, just kidding. It'll probably be like a long time for me and a little time for you. I'll be back. Okay, hi, hello. All the face stuff that I currently have on will be linked down below. It is what it is. For blush, I think I'm going to go in with this Unearthly one. I thought we're doing mostly Unearthly. Why not do that? So this is from, what is this collection? I don't remember what this one is from. I really don't. It's their blush, the Nirvana one. I think this is from this year's Valentine's Day though, because I think that's like the first box that they had like new shape stuff in it, but I can't remember. But this is a blush, so I'm just gonna plop a little, you know, in this area and then go from there. I'm gonna use my Unearthly 8.3. I will have these linked down below because they're still available, these green brushes. But I'm just taking this and stamping this in. This is a perfect brush for this. Oh my goodness. And honestly, I'm in a lot of blush mood, so I think I might plop a little bit more on. But this blush is, I mean, this brush is just, it's doing what it needs to do. So I'm just gonna plop a little bit more because, like I said, I'm feeling in a blush mood. And then I like to put some on my nose. They're just gonna, you know. I also think this would be an absolute gorgeous lip color, so, and I've used it as a lip color before, so I might tap that on in a bit. Taking whatever is left here and just dragging it upwards. I like a little bit of color, and then just stamping that in with my foundation brush to blend it all in. And then I think for highlights, we're gonna go in with this one, you know? We're on the Unearthly roll. We're just gonna keep going. This is in the shade Bazaar. Again, this is from this collection. Just pop a little bit of that right in here. I just know this is gonna be absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna go in with the same brush because, you know, why not? And I'm just going to tap that. The thing is that I am a highlighter addict, so I don't think this is going to be enough, but this is a good base for my Blend Bunny. So we're just going to pop a little bit more on, maybe see if we can tickle my fancy just a tad bit more. And yes, I do put a lot like that. It is what it is, okay? I know I look a tad bit crazy, but I love to glow. You know what? I think I'm going to keep it with this, because this is pretty. Maybe just tap out a little bit with my foundation brush. But that's just super pretty, and I freaking adore that. I think we're gonna do a little bit of under eye before we move into the rest of everything. So I need to find my brushes that have, there they are. They literally ran away. I'm thinking we maybe take a little bit from what's up here and drag it down. So I'm thinking, honestly, going in with this Frightening shade right here and bringing it along here, just because there is a little bit of that up there. Maybe put a little bit of that Night Terror shade in here, and then, you know, inner corner. So we'll see how that ends up going. A lot of the times I say things and then, you know, it doesn't end up going that way, but we'll see. So I'm going to start with my Rephr 03, which looks like this, and then going in with that Frightening shade right there. And then just going along the lower lash line right here. Up, almost. I'm just gonna go all the way and then put a little bit of that other shade over that. But right now, this is what we're doing. And now that I have that there, like I said, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of that Night Terror shade right there. Still going in with the same brush because it's working. Just popping a little bit of that in here. Just for a little bit more shine. Just in this middle section of the eye. And then we're gonna go in with that Rephr 21, this one that we did the Moonlight shade with. And we're gonna go back in with Moonlight again. I want this all over, so that's what's gonna happen. And I have like a really good, decent amount on the brush because I want a lot. Again, just putting some in the corner here and then dragging it down along right here. And once I have that placed there, I do think I'm gonna go in with that Refer 03 again with that same shade and just plop that over, because I do want a good pop of color, because I have issues and I like to cover them up with sparkly eyeshadow. So I'm gonna go put on some mascara and then we'll go talk about the lip and then we'll talk about the collection. So I did end up going over the lip with the blush. I'm gonna let it dry a little, and then I do think I'm going to go over it with the lip gloss that came with this collection. It is called Dread. I know it's gonna be absolutely gorgeous and it's gonna look so good with this. Yeah, you know what, I might put a little bit of this Flirt one on here too, because, you know, why not? Just put it out here, you know. Give it a little bit of depth. That's it. That's gorgeous. Okay. We're gonna put a little bit of this lip gloss on over it. Cause why not? That is absolutely gorgeous lip wise. Like, that is such a gorgeous lip gloss. Oh my gosh. And it smells good. It tastes good. I mean, oh yeah. I think that's super delicious. I like it. So this is the final completed look. I will take a little, like, move a little bit closer in so you can see what it looks like. It is super gorgeous. It is super pretty. It's just, yeah, it's giving what it needs to give. And this highlight is super pretty. I love how this turned out. I do wish my brows were a tad bit darker, but that's something that can be dealt with at a different time. But this palette, I like this palette a lot. I'm super happy that I ended up picking it up. And I did play with a couple of the shades beforehand, like I said, before my boyfriend called me and whatnot. So I played with, like, pretty much all these shades and I absolutely love it. I think this is so good. You know, it's Unearthly. They're very consistent, very amazing. So I'm not very surprised that I'm loving it, because, you know, I love all their shit. But yeah, this is such a gorgeous color story. The consistency is really good. The shimmers are really good. Not surprised. And the lip gloss and the liquid highlighter are also freaking amazing, which I'm not surprised, because, you know, Unearthly really knows how to do their shit. And I'm super excited to get their Gargoyle collection. I already ordered that. So whenever that comes out, we will play with it here. I'm super excited for that. I have a lot of things that I want to play with coming up, so I would love to have you stay to watch for that. But if you made it to this point in the video, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. A couple things before you go. Remember to not be a piece of shit. Don't be homophobic. Don't be transphobic. Don't be racist. There's so many better things to do with your time, your money, your energy. I understand you do not like it. I understand you do not understand it. But that is something that you need to take a step back and reflect on. It's 2024. Play harder, yes, do better. Okay? Okay. And remember to be taking care of you. Having enough water, enough nutrients, enough food, enough self-care days, not being such a people pleaser, stop beating up other people's asses, be up your own ass, you know. Start taking care of yourself, okay? Okay. If you made it to this point in the video, again, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Remember to do good, be good, and I can't wait to see your cute face next time.